again, children. Let's continue with our story, The Giraffe and the Pelly Me. So, what's happened so far? Do you remember the little boy's called Billy? And the animals are asking him to help them because they're all starving. They've spent all their money on buying the show. I dream about walnuts, shouted the monkey. A walnut fresh from the tree is so scrumptious, galumptious, so flavoury, savoury, so sweet to eat that it makes me all wobbly thinking about it. At exactly that moment, a huge white Rolls-Royce pulled up below us, and a chauffeur in a blue and gold uniform got out. He was carrying an envelope in one gloved hand. Good heavens, I whispered. That's the Duke of Hampshire's car. Who's he? Asked the giraffe. He's the richest man in England, I said. The chauffeur knocked on the door of the grubber. He looked up and he saw us. He saw the giraffe, the Pelly, the monkey and me all staring down at him from above. But not a muscle moved in his face. Not an eyebrow was raised. The chauffeurs of very rich men are never surprised by anything they see. The chauffeur said, His Grace, the Duke of Hampshire, has instructed me to deliver this envelope to the Ladderless Window Cleaning Company. Oh, that's us, cried the monkey. The giraffe said, Be so good as to open the letter and read it to us. The chauffeur unfolded the letter and began to read. Dear sirs, I saw your notice as I drove by this morning. I have been looking for a decent window cleaner for the last 50 years, but I have not found one yet. My house has 677 windows in it, not counting the greenhouse, and all of them are filthy. Kindly come and see me as soon as possible. Yours truly, Hampshire. That, added the chauffeur in a voice filled with awe and respect, was written by His Grace, the Duke of Hampshire, in his own handwriting. The giraffe said to the chauffeur, Please tell His Grace, the Duke, that we will be with him as soon as possible. The chauffeur touched his cap and got back into the Rolls-Royce. Whoopee! Shouted the monkey. Fantastic, cried the pelican. That must be the best window cleaning job in the world. Billy, said the giraffe, what's the house called and how do we get there? It's called Hampshire House, I said. It's just over the hill. I'll show you the way. We're off, cried the monkey. We're off to see the Duke. The giraffe stooped low and went out through the tall door. The monkey jumped off the windowsill onto the giraffe's back. The pelican, with me in his beak hanging on for dear life, flew across and perched on the very top of the giraffe's head. And away we went. It wasn't long before we came to the gates of Hampshire House. And as the giraffe moved slowly up the great wide driveway, we all began to feel just a little bit nervous. What's he like, this Duke? The giraffe asked me. I don't know, but he's very famous and very rich. People say he has 25 gardeners just to look after his flower beds. Soon the huge house came into view. It was like a palace. It was bigger than a palace. Ooh, just look at those windows, cried the monkey. They'll keep us busy forever. Then we heard a man's voice a short distance away to the right. I want those big black ones at the top of the tree, the man was shouting. Get me those big black ones. We peered around the bushes and saw an oldish man with an immense white moustache standing under a tall cherry tree and pointing his walking stick in the air. There was a ladder against the tree and another man, who was probably a gardener, up the ladder. Give me those big black juicy ones right at the top, the man was shouting. I can't reach them, Your Grace, the gardener called back. The ladder isn't long enough. Oh no, shouted the Duke. I was so looking forward to eating those. Here we go, the pelican whispered to me. And with a swish and a swoop, he carried me up to the very top of the cherry tree, and there he perched. Let's find out what happens tomorrow, shall we?